Warning: working on an alarm clock usually involves working with or near mains carrying wires in a transformer. Always unplug before working, and if you doubt your ability to perform the work even slightly, consult qualified help. Your life is not worth an alarm clock. Hello there everybody, this is CP666 back with you for a repair video. Now I'm not sure if I can repair this thing in this video, but what we have here is a Walmart, I don't even know who makes this, Intertech it says on the bottom, Equity Industries Corporation. But if we plug it in, you can see the only thing we get out of it is a colon. And if we try to turn on the light, which is for the snooze light, we get nothing out of that either. So what I would assume here is that maybe, perhaps, a wire has burnt, or something else, like a capacitor, has gone bad. And based on the fact that this was made in China, so it's one of China's finest clocks, maybe it's using cheap capacitors, and that might be some of the problem. So let's take a screwdriver in here and go ahead and take a look. Alright, so we'll take this out. Doesn't have a battery in it, of course. Make sure that we don't lose any of the screws, because that could be disastrous. There are 4 screws, and one is apparently stuck inside the chassis. Now what we should be able to do is simply pop this up, and that'll fall out. Be careful of the ribbon cable, because that could also be a huge disaster. And the damage is readily apparent. It appears as though we have a wire that has burnt out. Yes, there you go. We have a wire that has burnt, unfortunately. Which means that I'm going to have to break out the wire strippers and all of that. You know, usually when I go to try and move something, I always find out that there is some kind of a stowaway that wants to come along with it. And it still will refuse to let go. You're staying in here. Oops. Alright, so I have the wires stripped, and I'm going to test this by jumping them. Jumping it together. And we'll see if we either A, make it work, or B, blow it up. Which will ruin our fun. I hope that I can get this working, because it'd be nice to have a second clock. Do this, let's plug it in. Watch it goes boom. Nope, still nothing. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see if I can dig into this further. Alright, I don't know about this one, but I now have the clock, or the clock digits. I don't know if I can set it or not, but we're going to see. Apparently we might be able to set it. Once I figure out how to set it. Time, hour. Yep, it's responding. Of course, no, probably not upside down. So it's working with a battery installed. I think that is quite weird. But I'm going to go ahead and make a temporary connection. And I'll have to do something else about this. But I don't know. I don't know what I did. I bet you that if as soon as I take this battery off, if it wants to come off, I lose the digits, and I do. So I don't know what's going on here. But if all I need to do is insert a battery, I'm down for that. Maybe there's something else up in the digital equipment around here, but hey, if all I have to do is put a 9-volt battery in it, whatever, I'm all for that. Alright, so let's take a look here. I have really hot wired this. Let's see if something goes boom. Doesn't look like something's gone boom yet. I'm going to unplug it. I'm going to insert the battery, and we're going to see what happens. I'm probably going to end up having to take this back apart again if I had to guess. Because that is the way that things go around here, because as you may or may not know, my life is an absolute comedy. Actually, it's more like a comedic tragedy, but whatever. Let's see what happens. I'm cautiously optimistic. Never lose that optimism, folks. Look at that. It works. So I now have a second working clock, which is awesome. So let's set this. It's now 11:32 p.m. Oh wow, that's not that far off. So let's go ahead and make sure that the back still works. As you can see, we're now setting it. Alright. Set the minute. That should be 32. Yeah, that's about right. And we also have the upper light for the snooze button. Now that is awesome. Alright, so if we were to turn the alarm on, let's see here. We get the alarm light. Just for kicks and grins, let's set the alarm here. Usually I need to get up at about 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'll set an alarm for 8. And we'll leave the minutes alone. In fact, that's about as far as I'm going to take this video. So thank you for watching this little, well, I would call it a redneck repair, but whatever. It's actually a minute behind now. So we'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.